Hello everyone and welcome to my channel. Today I just wanted to kind of do a color and chat as I do it since I thought that would just be fun. I will be coloring in Fantomorphia by Kirby Rosanne's, and I'm using polychromos right now. And the current color I'm using is Dark and Equals Ochre. Um, so far, what I've done is the background of the skull. I'm working on these butterflies, and because there's so many of them, I thought I would just do their outline all in yellow, and then go from there. We'll see what I decide to do next. Because I didn't want it to become too busy or blurry. Not blurry, but just too chaotic. So we'll see how that goes. So today was one of those days where I feel like it just like flew by. I went to a baby shower in the morning. That was really fun. And after that, my son took his nap. And well, I napped. He's at that stage now where, because he's almost 2, so he's at the stage where he likes to tear things apart, because he's learning and exploring, and we're working on trying to teach him how to clean up after himself. It's definitely a work in progress though. There are times where he does help clean up, and then like today he was, as I was cleaning up something he dumped out all over the floor, he ran off into the other room and tore something else apart. So he's definitely very energetic right now. Well, he's always been that way, but he's fun. And he's starting to talk more, which is really fun, but it also means he shows a little bit more sass. It was really cute though, because he came up to me tonight and grabbed his blankie and said night night and pointed to his crib. And so I put him to bed, but I'm pretty sure he just wanted to go night night so he could play in his crib, because I can hear him now. He's just, I don't know what he's doing. He's being silly. But he'll fall asleep soon, I'm sure. So he loves, right now, he loves to say the word ew. So anything that is weird or even remotely gross, he just constantly points to it and says, ew, ew. And he has to make sure that I know that it's gross. So he's funny. But to go off topic, I was thinking of making some videos that kind of teach more color theory, or just like tips and tricks. Not because I've been coloring for a large amount of time, but I have been studying art for 10 years. And so I have a lot of insights that come naturally to me that I feel like a lot of other people would like to know. So if there are any particular questions that you have, let me know in the comments, because I would love to answer those. And oops, I just went out of the lines. But yeah, I would love to answer any questions that you have, whether it's trying to choose color schemes or different techniques, that kind of thing. Okay, is that all of the butterflies? Okay, yes. Let's see if I can zoom in just a little bit. Nope. Okay, there we go. That's better. Okay. Now, oh, look at that. I missed two. I'm like kind of person who thinks I got every single little piece, and then I'll finish a picture and then realize that I like forgot to do some tiny details, like some eyes or something. That happened the other day. Okay, sorry. Gotta move back in the picture. There we go. Alright. But I am really excited to be more settled in our house and kind of get back on track with coloring and everything. I'm gonna fill this guy in real fast. Oh, okay. So it's a little shaky because the table is shaking. My art table. Speaking of getting settled in, we still don't have a kitchen table and we've been here for 2 months. Okay. I am going to now look at my color chart and try to figure out what to do with my butterflies, because I'm kind of at a loss right now. Whether I should do them all the same. I think I'll do all the same colors. So I think I'm gonna pick kind of a red, maybe magenta. Magenta. So 1, 2, 3. Okay, so here's magenta, and then maybe a blue. Let's go with helio turquoise. That's number 155. Okay. Awesome. We'll see how this goes. Because I want to have some contrast, but still have it feel put together. And I'm not going to do anything too fancy shading wise on the butterflies. And go. So yeah, we have a couch now. We didn't have a couch for a month because when we moved from Idaho, we sold most of our furniture. So we pretty much just had my art desk and kitchen chairs and a bed. for us and our son, like his crib and our bed. But it's been kind of fun to go furniture shopping and pick out new furniture. But yeah, we need to get a table still. We've been accumulating it bit by bit. Because I didn't realize how expensive furniture can get. But we've been able to make it work. Yeah, and I've been still unpacking because in order to keep my sanity, I can only do a bit at a time. And so there are still lots of boxes. But I think one reason it's been taking longer to unpack is knowing that we're just renting, and so I don't want to unpack things until I need them. But also, I've been kind of decluttering as I've been unpacking. I've kind of been on this decluttering thing for a year. I did the minimalism challenge with some of my friends, where you get rid of one thing on day 1, 2 things on day 2, 30 things on the 30th, like the 30th day. And that kind of started it all. And after I did that, I decided to go further, and I watched a ton of videos on YouTube, and I listened to Conmarie's, both of her audiobooks, because they both, even though they're both very similar, they both have different tips. And so I did that in like the end of last summer, and got rid of so many things. And I'm no minimalist by any means, but I was able to part with a lot of things and be able to recognize that there were things that didn't really bring me joy anymore, or at all. And I really liked her, even though it's really silly sounding, her method of thanking the items that really meant a lot to you. Because it just, like, for some weird reason, gives you a little bit of closure on it. And I guess I should say I'm a very sentimental person, so it's a very important skill to learn. Is to part with those, especially like clothing items or little things that, someone gave me that I don't really use, but I love the person who gave it to me, kind of a thing. And then we found out we were moving to all the way across the US, and got rid of a ton of stuff while we were packing. And now that I'm unpacking, I'm still finding things to declutter. And it's not like we have an amazing amount of stuff, but I don't know how it happens. It just accumulates. And so I've been trying to just simplify so that I can focus more on what I'm passionate about. And also just spend more energy interacting and being with my son rather than managing my things, like, or our things, making sure, because I still am spending a lot of energy just putting things away or reorganizing or just every now and again, and what hobbies can I say goodbye to, because I like to try new things and sometimes I get a little too carried away. But also, I'm an artist, and so I have a lot of things related to art supplies, things to paint with, things to paint on, all of my artwork from college, and all of my ceramics that I have because I discovered that passion in college and studied it, and so I have a lot of that. Okay, oops. I don't know how I'm feeling about these colors here. Sorry about the shaking. I bumped my funny bone. And now I just ran one. Okay. But yeah, I don't know how I feel about these colors going on. Let's see if I can show close up. I mean, by themselves, they're really pretty. I don't know how they will work with the whole drawing or the whole page, but we'll see. Okay, let's see. What do I gotta think about this? Okay, we're gonna go here. So this is the coloring book that I am trying to finish by the end of the year. We'll see if that happens. So there's 1, 2. Well, if I don't count these pages, which I should because they're part of it, there's more than, I think there's 16 illustrations. I can't remember. Like 16 or 15 or something. So there might be a couple of months where I'll have to do more than one in this book. But we'll get there when we get there, I guess. But yeah, I have so many hobbies that I just love to do, and so I've been trying to really think about, okay, what do I want to focus on? Because some of them, because I like to think I'm entrepreneurial. So those are ones that I probably should put at highest priority as to what to devote my time to. But there are others that I just bring me so much joy, like coloring. And I like to use coloring as an excuse to practice color schemes and just really get better at using pencils, because I think it is a very good medium to use. But it really is just an outlet for creativity and de-stressing. And it does keep me from buying more shoes. Okay, let me think. Okay, that's the yellow right there. So I'm gonna make this darker. Wait, I'm not. I'm sorry. Is it showing now? There we go. Sorry, I'm just feeling things out. It's kind of hard because I can only do so many things at a time. I'm short, so short that I can't see what's recording on my device. So I have it pulled up on my computer. But because multitasking isn't a strong point, I keep forgetting to check the computer to make sure I'm in the screen, which is why I'm doing this as just a chat and not a live chat, because I don't want to like not see that somebody has asked a question or said something to me. I don't see it because I'm too busy trying to do a couple other things. Now, and I'm that type of person who will get distracted very easily by random things. So when I clean our house, I'll be cleaning up the kitchen, and then I find a toy or something on the counter, and so I bring that into my son's room, and then I get distracted in there by either cleaning something up or playing with my son, which is a good distraction to have, or right now I'm keeping my coloring stuff in our bedroom because my art desk is serving as our kitchen table, and it's not a very huge desk, so I can't keep stuff on it all the time. So I'll go in our bedroom to put something away, and then I'll see the coloring book, and I'll say, oh, I'll just color one little thing, and then the next thing you know, it's been an hour, and I'm just so engrossed in what I'm doing, and I'm looking up YouTube videos and checking Instagram, and then I realize I need to go make dinner, and then I don't get too distracted making dinner because I have a hard enough time cooking without making mistakes, so I have to focus a lot of my attention on cooking while I'm cooking, unless I'm doing stuff like chopping vegetables, then I can do that. But for the most part, because I'm so scatterbrained, I just have to keep reminding myself to focus. And I can't even remember how I got on that, but it's okay. Okay. I'm gonna move this over here. Okay. Color these. I also like to jump around while I'm coloring. Just because for some reason it helps me stay more patient with it. I'm less likely to rush. And I've discovered for myself that it's best for me if I do the background first, or do the focal point first and then do the background before I do all the tiny stuff. Otherwise, my backgrounds would, well, here's a really good example, not this one. They would just be colored really rushed. Where is it? Right here. You can't tell as well, but I just colored the background really fast. I really like, and sometimes that, it works to have a flat background, and this one is actually pretty flat, but I I put in some extra effort, guys, and I added shadows, because he has Kirby shaded some of the butterfly shadows on the skull, and so I thought, okay, well, I'll add my own shadows here. So I can almost guarantee you that if I waited to do the background last, that wouldn't have happened. But I've also noticed that I really love doing backgrounds that have pictures that have a lot of positive and negative space. And I think it's because it's broken down and it's interesting to color. All right. And most of the time when I color, I'm just winging it. And then there are other times where I really, really think about every single color choice that I make. And just really try to make everything look put together. And then there are other times where I just want to color mindlessly or more mindlessly. Like right now, coloring these butterflies is in between mindlessly and focused, because I do have to think about the order of patterns that I want to color. But it's mindless because I'm not thinking about shading, and I already have my colors decided, because I decided to go simple and just do 2 colors. Okay. And sometimes you just gotta do it. You just gotta put the color down. So this page is a great example because I wanted to make this skull look chrome, but I was really, really nervous because I thought I've never done really anything metallic looking before, and not quite sure how to go about it. But I decided, you know what, I'll just add color. If it works, it works. And thankfully, because Kirby did a lot of cross hatching in this book, I didn't really have to do too much thinking on where to put my mark. Shake, shake. Okay. Go with that green. Oops. Okay. I'm also trying to color so y'all can see. Okay. Ah, see. Okay, this is one of my pet peeves. Is when you're doing pattern stuff, and I know butterflies don't really always follow a set pattern, but when I'm coloring pattern stuff, um, when there's not an even pattern, like this has more lines than this one has. But that's okay. We're not here to sell these in galleries or sell them really at all. It's just to have fun and to experiment and to relax and to have fun. And it's not a competition. So it doesn't matter that this line is not yellow. And then it's not an even pattern. Because I doubt anyone will be looking at this particular page with so much scrutiny as to notice that. Boom, 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 boom. Okay. Just coloring this in nice and dark. Oh, I forgot to do this side. Oh, excuse me. Oh, it's so peaceful right now. My husband is doing his side job that he does just for fun, the fun of it. It was his job that he had when he was in college, not too long ago. And our son is in bed. It's been really interesting because, well, I grew up out west and lived out west my whole life. And I've never been to the south. I've been like back east on a family trip, but I've never been to the south. But so far I like it. The weather does take a little getting used to, just because of humidity. It's a little different. It's a different kind of cold. But what's really interesting, I was gonna say funny, but to some people it's a very serious matter, is how even just the littlest bit of snow here is a huge deal. And it's just different because, in Utah, where I grew up, you get a decent amount of snow. And then when I went to college in Idaho, the city that I was in got loads of snow. We had 2 feet of snow in October, my first year of college. And so it's just kind of, snow is very normal to me. So like roads in the wintertime are normal to me. And so it's just kind of fun to see like how to some people it's like when they're not used to it. And it's true, it is if you and I'm like realizing that if you don't grow up with that kind of climate, you don't really know how to thrive in it. Oh gosh. And who knows, if we end up, staying here forever, our kids, it'll be like crazy for them. Driving on the quarter-inch of snow. Okay, let's see. I have a K-pop song stuck in my head because K-pop music is what I clean to. It's like my jams for cleaning because they just like have a lot of energy. And it's really fun to listen to them. I'm so sorry about the shaky camera. My camera holder too is really flimsy. I need to invest in a better one because even the slightest jiggle makes it wiggle in the right. I'm sorry. Oh. Just having a ball talking to y'all. One thing that I love is like people who have that twang. I love listening to twangy voices from the South, like Mississippi, or is it Missouri? Missouri's right next to Arkansas, right? I need to work on my geography. I was in geology. So I think these butterflies kind of remind me of jewels. Like they're jewelly butterflies. Which, oh my goodness, fits in with this whole like chrome skull. So it's like jewel butterflies and chrome skull. So it's like, what do you call that? Jewelry stuff? I don't know. What is artificial? It's an artificial. Now, this drawing is a little kind of like whoa because of the skull, but because I studied art, it's normal for me to work with skulls because I had to draw a lot of skulls because they're really great for teaching bone structure for drawing faces, which I still have not mastered drawing faces. That's something I need to work on, but I digress. So I worked with skulls a lot, so it's more just a natural thing. Sorry, I realized I was just resting my hand on my chin, chatting, but I gotta be covering. But anyways, so I'm used to working with skulls, and it's not really scary to me. But I realized it's kind of like this depiction of death and life, because skulls represent death. And there's this little snake back here. That's like this venomous dude. He looks pretty scary. but eyes are just like, and like they're very natural, and so I kind of feel like that's kind of what he was going for. There's that symbolism of life versus death. But I could be wrong. He just probably could have thought it was really cool. Like, oh, I'll draw a skull and then see what happens. Because sometimes that's how I draw. I draw like main thing, and then I kind of try to decide what I want to do next with it. But I feel like he put a lot of thought into this book. Well, he puts a lot of effort into all of his books. Let's just say that. Right there. There's no doubt. No doubt about that. Well, okay. No, I started this yesterday, and I'm hoping to finish it by tonight. I usually don't do more complicated things like this as fast as this one is, but I think the skull, you don't really have to put 50 colors in there. It's not as complicated as, say, all these butterflies I'm gonna have to go. No, it's not as complicated as this. That's gonna be fun to make. Or this. This one is gonna take me a really long time. I can just tell you that right now. Right here. Okay. So we went out to a soul food restaurant a couple nights ago to try some like southern cooking. And well, I've had fried chicken before, but that fried chicken was fried chicken. That was good. Um, Definitely not very healthy, so we won't be eating there very often. But it was really fun to experience real southern cooking, because I mean, you can get comfort food anywhere, but I feel like Western comfort food and Southern comfort food are a little different. But I guess what I'm trying to say is that was really good fried chicken. So, yeah. Oh, look at that. I find that I really stop and look at what I do a lot. Um, and I think, oh, that's so stupid. I think that stems from studying art in college because um, we are urged a lot to just sit back or step back and look at our work so we can kind of see how it's turning out overall. We can make sure our focal point is standing out and that it has like standing out from a good distance, that it's good enough looking close up as well. Yeah. Um, which isn't bad, but I find that I spend a lot of time doing that. Uh, probably wrap this up soon, but I just wanted to chat with y'all and just have fun, not do anything too formal. This is something I can't speak. This is definitely not a formal video in any shape or form, but I do want to know what you guys want to know, because it'll create interesting discussions and I'll be able to make maybe some tutorial or tips and tricks videos. So hit me up with questions. If I don't know the answer, then I will study it so I can answer if it's like a technical question. But a lot of your questions, or with some thought in the shower or on my walks. So I think it's gonna be interesting looking. Let's zoom out again. So that's what it's looking like so far. If I don't have, well, to be honest, I'll probably just work on this on my own time, and then you'll see it in my finished videos, my finished pages of the month videos. But I just wanted to give you a little snippet of kind of what goes through my head when I color, and also just kind of see how I do it in chat and just be fun. But anyways, if you liked this video, you know what to do, like and subscribe, and I hope to see you next